So contrary to popular notion, I am not a woman hater. I am just anti-feminism. I believe in empowering women differently. Probably my modus is different. My name is Aoko Otieno, otherwise known as Maverick Aoko, and I am uncentered. My name actually is Scophine, Aoko Otieno, but like I often posit that I decided to annex the name Scophine and remain with Aoko Otieno because it gels more with who I am now and who I tend to be in the future with regards to being a Pan-Africanist and a woman who believes in her culture and her roots. Yeah. Well, it doesn't give me sleepless nights. Somebody once said that if you have enemies, then you're doing something right, especially if these detractors are coming from a place of, not buying your ideology. So they just don't gel with what I stand for, and it's okay. But why is it so? I always say that I feel that women are emotional hemophiliacs. They tend to bleed emotionally at the slightest provocation. They do not like discomfort, something that probably gets them out of their comfort zone and their school of thought, their bubble, their cocoon. They feel it like an attack. But it's basically, I think I provoke them to, not provoke in a negative connotation, but stir them to be better people. That's a notion that I do not dispute, I do not refute it, but that's what it seems from the face value. But I've always, pushed people to just scratch above the surface, and they'll realize they're actually the people that I speak for and empower the women. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Feminism is an ideology which started in the late 19th century and the early 20th century. It was basically meant to push for women's rights. But I believe over the time, having had the first wave of feminism, second, now we are in the third and fourth wave, then women lost the plot. But masculinity is just basically, the tenets of what makes a man a man. Yeah, but feminism is an ideology that was meant to empower women and push for their rights, but over the time it is just, the line has become so blurred that it has turned to misandry. For instance, that I'm a woman hater, a woman basher. Probably that's the most profound. Others think that I was hurt, and I'm just projecting my anger and my bitterness to women. But I think that's sentiment that is held by simpletons. When you push for something and you push it with verve, with oomph, when you're passionate about something, then it's misconstrued to mean bitterness by dullards, people who find it tedious to think. Yeah. I'm a writer, a trained writer. Yeah. How did I get social media? Social media has become a way of life. But like I said, over a period of time, writers, they're important in the society because they use their pen to bring somehow social change. And what better platform than social media? A lot of people are on social media, especially the people that I target, young women. They're on social media, so why not social media? I can manage both platforms, but I've always wanted to grow my Twitter following because when I started on Facebook, and I had people challenge me both negatively and positively. There are critics and then there are haters. There are critics who say try also Twitter. And then there are haters who told me, you cannot survive on Twitter. Twitter is for the elites and all these, and you write so much on Facebook. Are you able to, to fine tune this message in 280 characters and click with your target audience? And I took it as a challenge, and I managed. So why sometimes I'm on Twitter is like to a middle finger to those who thought that I cannot make it on Twitter. Well, most of the times I really don't give, a shit about them. But I think of them as inconsequential non-entities, these pieces of shit, just ranting and they don't get the gist of what I intend to do. But sometimes, I'll quote Malcolm X, he said, be peaceful, be nice, but if somebody puts their hand on you, send them to the cemetery. So of course, if you put your hand on me, not in the literal sense, but if you come at me, sometimes I'm going to turn you into mincemeat. No, I don't see myself as a bully. That's a tag that I get sometimes. But if anything, I get bullied. I think I get bullied. But if I respond to a bully, then how is it bullying? Because I don't think I go out of my way to just bully people. And no, I just respond to distractors or detractors. I think from my end, I'm a very capable keyboard paladin myself. So, if
you don't agree with them, you just tell them the truth.
Yeah. I always say that whatever I do is chant my facts. Anti-feminists like Aoko are viewed like to be anti-women. We are not anti-women. I am not anti-women. I am just anti the ideology of feminism. And I am against, it's nothing personal, I'm just against what these women project. The misconception towards feminism, I will say that it's meant to empower women. Feminism doesn't empower women. If you think that feminism empowers women, then to me that's a misconception. Actually, feminism disempowers women. It befuddles and confuses women, and it's a very lousy and stupid ideology from where I sit. Like I say, it's nothing personal. I do not attack their personality. I attack their sentiments. Yeah, what they stand for and what they say and what they project. Mm-hmm. Yes.
For example?
For example, Caroline Mutoko said that a lot of men die from corona because they don't bathe and they don't take fruits. I think that is the most unintelligent thing I've ever heard from someone who wants, being educated and being exposed and being, what's the word? Emancipated. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who else? Probably if I say Vera Sidika is a whore, then she's a whore. Yeah. Absolutely, I don't even know her. It's like I say and I reiterate, it's nothing personal. Yeah, for a very long time, some of these women, because number one, they've been seen as elites, but being an elite sometimes encompasses being an intellectual, but if the things you say in no way encapsulate that so-called intellectual wherewithal, then somebody like Aoko is going to, deconstruct that myopia. We are in 2020, Njoka, and unless you're dating a handicapped woman, and especially in this era where you go on social media and women want being, independent, being, capable, what a man can do, a woman can do better. If a woman, I say for women to earn some respect and some value in a relationship, then offer just something more than pussy. So at least if you cannot pay for your fare, man even has to cater for your transport to a date. And at the end of the day, I always say, and it's the truth, that if anything, women gain more pleasure and not just pleasure, incommensurable benefits that comes with or from being in a relationship. So why do a man has to pay for your fare? Cater for your own fare, because sometimes you get that when you go for a date, the man is going to foot probably the bills for that date. Then at least the least you can do is just pay for your own fare, unless otherwise, or unless he offers. Like if a man says, hey, can you come, I'm going to charter an Uber for you, then it's cool. But when I charge a fare and then you scream how you're independent, how? Absolutely. Yeah, because I usually try very hard not to churn information that I cannot defend, and I always try to come from a space of know-how and knowledge, so that whatever spectrum the issue, the debate will go, then I'm able to stand by it and defend it. That does not mean I'm monolithic in my thinking process, that if I take this stand and somebody challenges me with a different stand, then I'm not able to genuflect or be flexible or kowtow to that. I'm just saying that more often I think I come from a point of knowledge and know-how, and that means I'm able to defend what I churn out there. If you are insinuating or asking my thinking of vying, then no. Absolutely. With a man I absolutely adore. Yes. Yes, especially if they are, and my man knows about it, and this is a public, it's a public interview. It's going to go out there, and he knows my sentiments about kids. I'm not very keen on kids, and probably I'll have one, and he's on the process of convincing me, and he's doing a good job. Probably just likely to change my mind. Up on belly, but just kids generally, especially from 0 to probably 10 years, you know, that toddler age where they're all over the place and they demand too much attention and everything. Oh, it saps the energy out of me. Yeah, like my best friend, but they say, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. So my circle is basically the kind of women that you know, what people don't get, that I'm just not into a certain clique of women, you know, who, like I say, people say, but Aoko, you're against women being whores and being prostitutes. Like prostitution is like the oldest trade. Yes, it's like the oldest profession in the world. Aoko screams is never going to change that. I'm definitely not here to say like stop this. I'm just saying that some of these young women are capable of so much more. They have opportunities to go to school and be more, and they want to package themselves like they are not whores per se, but at the end of the day, I'm like, hey, just own up to being a hoe. I'm not saying I'm anti-hoism. I'm just saying, don't lie to us that you're a socialite. In Kenya, there are no socialites. You're not a slay queen. So if you're a socialite and you're a slay queen and you're a woman who is sponsored, essentially, if you're a woman who sleeps with men or gets into a relationship with the sole or profound notion of getting money, then you're a farm tool, sharp farm tool that can till arid land. Being an author, that's in the offing. I'm working on a book. So right now I'm a writer, but I intend to be an author. Of course, I'm also looking into going to bureaucracy. I intend to be a technocrat, and I'm in school with regards to making that happen. Yeah. It's not bashing, it's serving them raw facts. I do not care about their feelings. Facts do not care about their feelings.
And you're done.
You are watching Centered Shot here at La Prima Studios in Lavington, Nairobi. Time to have fun on Take a Shot If or Take a Bite If with Aoko. Maverick Aoko is here. Sasa, this is how it works. Nakuuliza swali, then if you answer or if you've done what I'm asking, you choose what you want to do. You want to take a shot or you want to eat these vegetables, pepper, there is lemon, there is an eggplant. But now the trick is you'll eat them raw. Hakuna kupil, hakuna kutoa maganda. You're ready? You're ready?
No.
We want to know you, we want to know your secrets, and then we reward you. You're ready for the first question?
Yep.
Now choose. Do you want to take a shot or do you want to take a bite?
Let me start with the bite.
Which one?
Or the lemon.
The lemon. It's closer to you. Hold it.
Okay.
Now take a bite of that lemon. A huge bite. If you've ever done something you regret.
Is it washed?
It's very clean. Very clean. We assure you, it's very clean. Kula tu, kula, chew it. Feel how a lemon feels. Here you go. Yani huwezi hata maliza. Haya. Take a shot of this tequila. If you have ever lied to get yourself out of a bad situation.
But everyone has lied to get themselves out of. Haven't you?
Kuna wengine
Haven't you?
Okay, I have, definitely.
And then the tequila goes to you.
Okay, sawa. To both of us. Yes, to lying to get ourselves out of a bad situation.
What was the lie about? I'd like to know. What did you say?
I've lied so many times, I can't even remember.
Like the one that stands out, like if that question was projected to you, that is what will come to mind. That's one lie.
There's one night, I was just about to be arrested, but I lied that nilikuwa nimetoka kuona mkubwa. Sikumbuki ni mkubwa mgani nilisema, but niliachiliwa. That's the only best lie that I can remember. Sijui kama nilisema Uhuru ama nilisema You ready for this next question?
Mm-hmm. Tangawizi.
It's actually turmeric.
It's turmeric.
It's turmeric. Sijai onja. Sasa leo ndo utatuambia venye inaonja.
Oh goodness.
Take a bite of that turmeric. If you would go for a month without washing your hair, or go for a day without wearing a bra.
Come again?
Take a bite of that turmeric. If you go for a month without washing your hair, or go for a day without wearing your bra.
I love my twins breathing, man.
A huge bite. Kula. And how does it taste?
Like Vaseline.
Take a shot of this tequila. If you have ever flirted with your sibling's friend, best friend, or lover.
Nope.
Never?
Never.
Why?
They're territories, man. Boundaries.
Okay. They're not attractive?
Just boundaries.
Next question. Still on take a shot, right?
Yep.
Take a shot of this tequila. If you have ever had an embarrassing moment in public. What was the embarrassing moment? Sema tu, by the way, sema tu, just be open. Sema tu.
So,
Kwanza, Take the shot. Take the shot.
I was working as a PA for the Migori woman rep. So there's this thing they call dual. It's actually just Luo MPs. It's like a chama for Luo MPs, and she was the one hosting it. And I was there, and I was in a very nice suit, but my fly was open. Shit.
Maliza shots. Haya, tuendelee. So, for this next question, you'll take a bite, definitely.
Of this lemon.
Of the lemon? Mimi nataka ukule pilipili.
No, please, I'll die.
Aya, take a bite of that lemon. This is a very quick question. If you have, ever bitten your tongue?
Damn.
Yes, kula tu. It's an obvious question. Si unaona nasaidia na takila.
Kabisa.
Bas, haya. You move to this one.
No.
You will move to this one. Haya, take a bite. If you would ditch all your friends for a boy or a man that you're attracted to.
Just attracted to? Absolutely not.
You won't?
No.
At all?
No.
Why?
It's just an attraction. Attraction is just a transient feeling. Comes and goes.
So
if it's somebody that is in my life, then I'll consider, but just attracted to. Get attracted, like, I'll walk down the street and see a guy, I'm like, he's fine.
And that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
We're still on take a bite, right?
Yeah.
Take a bite of this. Take a bite of that vegetable that I don't know the name. If one of your worst fears is among this, insect, hygiene, bad hygiene, heights, water, ocean, or men. Kula ipat, it's better.
God damn.
Which is your worst fear?
Water. I'm afraid of maji yote imepita besheni. Insects. First of all, roaches. Bad hygiene, especially bad breath. But I'm not afraid of, like, man.
Okay. Apparently it's very good for cancer. Yeah. Extremely good for cancer. This is going to be a very interesting question. Okay, so...
Can I ask?
No, wait. You will ask.
Yes. Uliza moja and then I ask. All right.
You ready?
Yep.
So this next question, you'll take a bite?
Yeah, I'll take a bite.
You'll take a bite. Okay. It's going to be very hard, but I'll ask.
Okay.
Take a bite of what? The lemon.
Yeah.
Of the lemon. If you masturbate and you like it, and you think it should be normalized. Just take the bite. just take the bite. Just take the bite. Oh yes. Oh yes. How often do you do this?
There's no way any other person is going to love my clit more than me.
Take the other bite. Take the other bite. Take the other bite for that. Now I have to put this one yako. Do I choose?
No. Yes, you take a lemon.
The lemon?
It's not, sorry.
The pepper.
Pepper.
Oh no. Okay.
You said you're a mortician.
Yes.
Your first encounter with a dead body. How was it?
Terrible. Terrible.
take that bite if
I'm waiting. Yes.
you ever saw a female dead body and you're like, she's too beautiful to die. Tell me about that.
Oh my God. It was not once. It was not twice. It was actually 4 times. I literally cried when I saw a very beautiful young lady who just fainted and died. So I questioned why. Yeah, it happened. Okay, you know, peppers give you hiccups. So
You need water, you need tequila.
oh man, I'll take the tequila in the next question.
All right.
I don't know if I can ask this next question,
Okay.
but definitely it's take a bite or take a shot.
Take a shot.
Take a shot. If you've ever spied on your neighbors.
No.
Okay, my turn.
When was the last time you had a one-night stand?
Hey, last weekend.
All right.
So, what was the question?
Like, literally, when was the last time? Take a shot of tequila.
Okay. Whew.
If you've ever had a one-night stand and you regretted it the next morning.
Oh my God.
Why did you regret it?
Because it was not nice. I didn't like it.
Okay.
Yeah, my question. Last question. Last question. Jesus. I turned up to the best question. Take a shot. If you've ever cheated on a test.
Of course.
Okay. Which one?
Chocolate, please.
I've never cheated on a test. Yes, stop now, man. So continue. One last question is from you.
I did not cheat in the literal sense. It's only that I had a glimpse of what was going to be said.
Ulikuwa na Mwakenya.
Mwakenya is when you go to an exam room, you've anticipated this and of course, yes, it was anticipation, but it's not like I entered an exam room with Mwakenya literally.
But you cheated. Fact is, you cheated.
I cheated because I knew what to expect.
There you go. Your last question.
My last question.
Make it good. Do I take a bite? I'm gonna take a bite. I've never tasted this eggplant.
Okay. If you ever have 3 of the following, you've had. Number 1, beach sex.
What?
Beach sex.
No. Okay.
Car sex. Out in the wild sex.
No.
3. So which of the 3?
Car, definitely. Outside, definitely. I like to explore. So definitely, I had to do it. And it was nice. It was weird. It was nice. The car one was extremely weird. I'll never do it again.
Why not?
I didn't like the experience. Tulikuwa tunafinyana sana kwa gari.
Okay.
And I guess that's it.
Next time, have her on top.
Thank you. Best advice ever. I'll have her on top. Thank you very much, Aoko, for being part of Center.
Thank you.
And having fun. I hope it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun?
Yep.
Till next time. That was Centered, shot here at La Prima Studios in Lavington, Nairobi. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, follow our pages, watch, comment on Centered. We're done?
The way you were digging into it.
That, uchafu, as in, I don't know how to say it. Sorry. Boni? You want to have a bite or something?